Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome to my Let's Try of Data Dream, a 3D action platformer developed and published by Charles De Yoe and released on May 8 of 2020. For full disclosure, I received a key from the developer in order to Let's Try this title. These will be my first impressions, so I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I'll make. I'll be playing this game for about 30 minutes or so, maybe more. And these loading times will be edited down in post too. Someone programming in Unity, I see. I wonder what's going on here. Is he dreaming about entering the digital world? That may be what the title is alluding to. Here's our player character. Just trying out the controls.
There you are. I figured I might find you down here. It looks as though our great system has once again been initialized. Yes, I have seen a great number of power cycles in my time. Perhaps you shall as well. But for now, we have our responsibilities to attend to. Run along and help the others.
I didn't expect this game to have voice acting. I pressed X to do that, by the way.
Hey there, IO! Could you give me a hand with these bugs? They aren't too dangerous, but they're taking up resources, so I gotta go. I think a blast from your spark attack should make quick work of them. You can also use your charge ability if you want. It emits a burst of energy when you transform. Clear them out, and I'll get these doors open for you. Have fun out there!
So the charge attack was what I was using. Are these literal bugs in the programs? I presume they are. Pretty harmless bugs too.
IO, how goes it, pal? Check it out. Some of these bugs are dropping charge. Pick up some while you're already at full capacity and you'll go super. It's a rush. By the by, some of the little data leechers are pretty hard to reach from the ground. You might use your glide ability with a second hit on that jump button. Look, there's one over there. Go get him, champ.
Yep, these bugs can't harm me at all. So I have a regular jump and slow fall. Using the charge attack is pretty fun, as not only does it allow me to burst through enemies, it speeds up my movement. Oh yeah, there's some on the ground too. See those reddish lines scattered around the area? They indicate where the bugs are. A nice visual cue without having to use a radar. So far, I'm liking the computer world design. It's sufficiently flashy.
Io, did you know a powerful shockwave is emitted when you first enter particle form? It can be pretty handy if you're having trouble hitting objects with your spark attack. Some of the bugs in this area are pretty quick. Try using particle form to keep up. Anyways, I need to get back to my waving. See you around!
Now these enemies are too fast to hit normally with our spark attack. The music of this game is also pretty nice. It's on the more atmospheric side, not really that bombastic.
Io! Just in the nick of time. There's only a couple bugs left, and then the boot sequence will be complete. It looks like one made it to the top up there. Watch out for those data blocks coming down. They might give you a little zap. Shouldn't be any problem for you if you just use your dodge. Say hi to the postmaster for me.
At least they only zap me. I wonder where all these bugs came from. Did they propagate from an unknown source? Or were they always there, just waiting to be awakened? Hi there.
Well, hello there, I hope. Thank you for assisting the others. Now that initialization is complete, it is time for us to wake the rest of the system. Normally I do this myself, but there are some things I would like to attend to. I was wondering if I might ask you to go in my stead on this occasion. Meet with the Southern Conduit. She will gather what is needed from you. This gate will take you to the chipset. Hurry along now.
Sure, why not? What else can we do here? Now my next question is, does this entire game take place in a dream world? Or did our main protagonist actually enter the computer world, and is affecting things? I'll find out if I ever decide to do a full let's play of this game in the future.
Hey there, little fella. Use the IF basic input-output. I heard you were coming in place of the postmaster. Welcome to the system. I'm audio. You want crispy clear beats? You come to me. By the way, did you have trouble getting here? Something funky is going on. I see Video Boy was still able to make it, him and his high-performance car. Do you think he'd offer a girl a ride? Not that I want to go or anything, just saying. Anyway, head up the hill if you're looking for the Southern Conduit. Catch you on the B-side.
Both of you look more humanoid than most other characters we've encountered up to this point.
Hey, what's up, little buddy? You stuck here too? Kind of a weird cycle. I hear something's up with the system bus. Anyway, I'm GFX. Nice to meet you. You like this sweet ride behind me? Fastest card on the circuit. That's Audio over there. She's another driver. Her card's pretty old school. I don't see too many of them around. I think she's pretty... Anywho, if you're looking for the Southern Conduit, just head on up the hill and bank left at the crossbar. You can't miss it. See you around.
Also, I see the reference there, calling both of them drivers. I want to see what's... Oh, whoa, wait. Okay, so I do need to go over there. I thought I could just go to the left, but I didn't see the gap there. Not yet, I see.
and welcome to the South Bridge. I am the Southern Conduit. Thank you for confirming system initiation. System operation will now continue from main memory. While we are glad to have you here, I'm sorry to inform you that the system bus appears to have suffered an anomaly while you were in transit. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure. But unfortunately, returning to the basic input-output system will not be possible for you at this time. Since you're here though, maybe you can help out with some tasks. My jumpers are tied at the moment, but perhaps the Northern Conduit can find something for you to do. Proceed across the light rail to the North Bridge. Within, you will find the Northern Conduit. Farewell.
I'm a tad worried though. If the system boss is having some anomalies, wouldn't that mean there's a chance of corruption while transferring data?
The Southern Conduit sent you, did she? Yes, rumors of corruption on the bus have not escaped my notice. However, I cannot comprehend why the Southbridge would send such a woefully inadequate singleton my way. Very well. I have been receiving some complaints from main memory. I'm above such matters, however, you may fall within scope. I will challenge you. Evade my attacks. Score one hit on me, and perhaps you can be put to some use. But before we begin, I should enlighten you with some valuable knowledge. Now that you have emerged from whatever hole it was that you came from, it will not be uncommon for you to be in the presence of great individuals such as myself. Be aware that while imparted, it is possible to orient your view so that you are focused on nearby focal points. It is a handy technique and will be necessary to overcome many challenges. Now then, let us begin. Remember, one hit.
Nope, failed that.
Just as I expected. Surely you can do better.
Well, that answers my earlier question. That explains the bugs we saw earlier during the boot up sequence. That was easier than I thought.
Perhaps you're not as useless as I thought. Proceed down the corridor, and you will find the gate to main memory.
I thought for a moment I need to guide the spark back into him. That doesn't look good. I guess that's the corruption manifesting itself. I don't see a visible health bar, but my character visibly looks darker. So my first objective here is to address the anomalies in the system bus.
Greetings, traveler. I am Ram, controller of main memory. I am informed that the Northern Conduit is concerned about the rate of data retrieval. Regrettably, his disapproval is justified. My coffers have become full under a surge of incoming data. As a result, I've had to resort to employing the services of virtual memory.
Which is much slower than regular memory.
Admittedly, his capacity is far greater than my own. However, he is dreadfully slow.
Exactly what I said.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, please. As we speak, virtual memory makes its way here from secondary storage, but will likely not arrive for some time. In the interest of being pragmatic, perhaps you can help address some anomalous activity that has been taking place within my jurisdiction. I've uncovered 3 applications within the stack whose function is indeterminate. Please investigate them and rectify each situation as necessary.
Well, unless one of the storage devices installed into the system is an M.2 drive. So we have our first choice of 3 stages. Let's start with the right one.
Hey, what's up, buddy? We're testing out a new file converter over here. Seems to be working alright, but it looks like some bloated clown and his buddies hitchhiked their way in with it. Somebody must have forgot to uncheck something. Anyway, he's using up resources. Maybe you can watch out for the files on your way up. They're hot.
So each one of these teleporters corresponds to a misbehaving program. In this case, a file converter. Time to find out what happens when they fall into the abyss. I just get sent back to the start. I was gonna find out sooner or later. It feels strange playing a 3D platformer like this without a HUD. I was meant to go over here all along. It was a longer distance, so I didn't realize it at first. Despite being larger enemies, they fall in only 2 hits. Ah, I thought you threw the bug ball earlier. Oh good, the checkpoint's here. I was worried the checkpoints would only be at the start of the stage and just before the boss battle, or final challenge. I foresee a lot of speedrunning potential in this game. I can't reach that side, but I can reach this side. I just need to time my movement correctly. Trying to gauge how far these files are. I thought there was a secret there for a moment. So that only speeds you up. It doesn't act like invulnerability. You gotta be careful when using this though. You can very easily careen right off the edge. We made it to the end. Off screen, I edited out 3 deaths. I'll complete one more stage, then I'll end off this last try. I think I have a good handle on this game's systems. What happened? Well, I get the pattern now. Just wait for it to finish its projectile volley, defeat the enemies, then throw out the canisters. Or do I need to throw the canisters at the boss? Let me try trying it at the boss. Yeah, something happened. I need to do that. So I can only get one hit in per cycle. And thus we defeated bloatware. Now how do we get out of here? Do I just jump out? Looks to be. Follow the blue line. It probably leads back to the stage's entrance. So for each one of these 3 stages, we're going to be defeating a different type of misbehaving program. If this first one was bloatware, would the other ones be adware and ransomware?
Whoa, did you see that explosion? What happened up there? Well, whatever it was, it looks like the resources have been freed up. Thanks for the help, friend. See you around.
Before I end off this last try, let's complete the level on the other side of this teleporter. Also, here's my theory about the game's events. True I.O. we're playing as the computer's user, who is subconsciously fixing his computer or network.
Well, howdy, partner. Hey, mind if I ask you a favor? Some bandito wannabe has locked himself away with all the data. He's ransoming it for something called cash. Whatever. Anyway, we've been trying to crack this lock but haven't been able to figure it out. Think you want to give it a shot?
One of my guesses came true. This is ransomware. I see, it's a puzzle. I understand now. The direction of the falling blocks changes per cycle, I guess, and I need to place them over those holes. Of course the ransomware would be abandoned. Wait, it's a mirror. Where's the laser? Knowing my luck, the solution is very simple. I'm just missing something. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but it works. I thought there was a laser control system I had to activate. On the back of my mind, I had the idea of reflecting his projectiles back at him. However, I wasn't sure if it would actually make the mark. Okay, I see, Bandit. A lot more mirrors this time. If we follow the pattern of trees, then the next encounter with him should be the last one. And just like before, I'll transition over to where I solved the puzzle. The ransomware virus has been destroyed. Oh my goodness. Compared to the previous stage, this just felt like trial and error to me. Without a laser, it's a bit difficult to determine where the shots will be reflected to. And the other problem is that the bandit doesn't fire that often, so it just becomes a waiting game that grates on you. I like the starting the stage, I like the first challenge with the mirrors, the rest though, I did not like at all. Shame really.
nice work in there, dude. I like what you did with the crystal turntables. Very clever. Well, I guess I better get in there and see if I can't rectify any damage. Thanks again.
If I had not edited down these sequences, this Let's Try would have been at least 10 minutes longer. So here are my current first impressions on Data Dream. Graphics are fine. We first start off in the shiny boot up sequence, and now we're in the main bus, trying to debug these various problems. And as we saw earlier, there are 3 other major areas to explore, each likely corresponding to a different computer component experiencing problems. The music was more atmospheric. Now onto the story. At first glance, it's quite simple. We've entered this computer as I/O to resolve its various issues. My earlier question still stands. Is this all a dream, or is the user subconsciously fixing their computer? And of course, my next question, who is the main antagonist of the game? We faced off against a random assortment of bugs and viruses. I just wonder if there's a mastermind behind all these anomalies. And before I forget, I like all the representations of the programs and computer components. Now onto the gameplay. Controls are solid. The tutorial level did a good job of introducing you to all the controls and mechanics. I will say that the 2 moves that require the most practice to use effectively are the charge attack and hover ability. I do like the inclusion of the super mode. It promotes skill play and speedrunning tactics. Though just like with the charge attack, you need to be careful while using it. The ransomware level was not fun. The bloatware level, however, that was more of a test of platforming and combat, hence why I enjoyed it more. Nevertheless, I sort of enjoyed my time with this game. I'm not saying that the game is bad, mind you, it's just that my first impressions were mixed. So would I recommend this title? Only if you're interested in indie 3D platformers. I may come back to this game in the future and do a full let's play of it. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.